Assalamu alaikum students, hope you're doing good. So we have done question number 1 till question number 7, and in this video we are going to start question number 8 of the same exercise 2A, right? Basically question number 8 is all about plotting the different type of numbers in your number line. So again we already have done this kind of question in the same exercise 2A, that was question number 4 and 5. We had different numbers, and we have to plot all the given numbers on the number line. So we have already done these kind of questions. So again, question number 8 is a little advanced level of the same type of question, right? So if I consider part A, so here I have given 6 different numbers, that is starting from -1/3. It's a fraction, right? Then I have a decimal number, that is 2.5. Then again I have a fraction 1 3 by 8. Okay, then I have one that is a whole number. Then I have minus 0.2, it's a decimal number. And then again I have a decimal number. The numbers are positive and negative, depends upon the sign that is with them. Okay, so basically, first of all, what we need to do in these kind of questions, we have to find out the decimal value of the fractions, right? We need to find out the decimal value of fractions that are given to us. Why? Because it is easier for us to represent decimals instead of fractions when you are talking about a number line. So it's easy to plot a decimal value in a number line rather than a fractional value, right? So let's do it first. We have two fractions. The first one is -1/3, and the second one is 1 3 by 8. These are the two fractions, and I need to find out the decimal value of it. So first of all, 1/3, it means 1 will be divided by, sorry, yes, 1 is going to be divided by 3. So we cannot divide 1 by 3. We need to add a 0 over here. And for this 0, I must have a decimal point over here. So 3 3s are 9. Then I have 1. Again, you need to have a 0 over here. Then 3 3s are 9. Then again you have 1. You need to add a 0. Then 3 3s are 9. So this is a recurring decimal. It is going to be repeated. So we can say that the decimal value of 1/3 is, minus remains minus, then you have 0.3333. Let's consider 4 decimal places, right? So, okay, then the next fraction is 1 3 by 8. Okay, so we have to convert it first of all into fraction like this. 8 remains 8, and in the numerator I have to multiply 8 by 1. 8 is going to be multiplied with 1, and then the answer is going to be added with 3, right? So 8 ones are 8. 8 plus 3 is 11. 11/8 is the fraction. Let's divide and find out its decimal value. So this is 11 divided by 8. We know that 8 ones are 8, right? Okay, how many? 3 is left. Subtracted. 11 minus 8 is 3. Then 3 is a smaller value than 8. We have to add a 0 to it. So this is my decimal point. By adding a decimal point to my answer, I can add 0 like this. Then 8 fours are 8 fours are no 8 fours are 8 threes are. It cannot be 8 4, 8 threes are 24, right? 8 threes are 24. So 6 is remainder. Then we need to have 0 over here, right? So now 8, it can be 48, then 56. Okay, 56. 8 6 are 48, 8 7s are 56. Then I have 4 over here. I need to subtract it, another 0, right, to divide 8. So now 8 5s are, I know 8 fives are 40. Okay, so in this way, I have got a decimal value of 11 upon 8 that is equals to 1.375, right? So these decimal values will be written over here. Just write these values over here so that you can easily remember. Okay, the decimal value of minus 1 upon 3 is 0.333 with a minus sign, and the decimal value of 1 3 by 8 is 1.375. So just write it over here, just below it. Okay, so this was the first step. We must have to find out the decimal values of the fractions in order to plot them clearly on the number line. Okay, the next thing is that you must have your largest value and the smallest value so that you can easily find out that the number line should be drawn for how much length. So the largest value is positive, that is 2.5. Positive value 2.5 is the largest one, needs to be plotted on the number line, and the smallest value is, I have minus 0.3 and I have minus 0. So minus 0.3 is more negative than minus 0.2, so it is the smallest value, right? So I need to draw a number line in such a way, let's draw a number line in such a way that you can easily plot these values. On the positive side, you can plot the values till 2.5. So it means we can have a difference of 1, 2, 3, like this. So this is the positive side, and similarly on the negative side, we need to plot minus 0.3, the maximum negative value that I have. So at the same distance, I'm going to plot minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, and so on. This is your number line. In this particular number line, you can easily plot the highest and the lowest value, right? So this is the way to find out the length of the number line then that you needs to draw. Okay, now let's start plotting the number line. Starting from the very first number, that is minus 1 upon 3, that is equals to minus 0.333. Okay, if I talk about the values that are after minus 1 and 0, the values in between minus 1 and 0 will be minus 0.9, 0.8, 0.7, 0.6, then 5, then 4, then 3, then 2, then 1, and then 0. So these all values are going to be over here. So it means that minus 0.3 is going to be somewhat over here. And we know that minus 0.333 is slightly greater than 0.3. It is slightly greater than, why? Because it has 333 and so on. Whereas minus 0.3 has 0. So if I talk about my 0.3, let's suppose minus 0.3 is somewhat over here, right? So minus 0.33 is going to be a slightly closer to it on the left hand side. It is going to be left. So if I talk about approximation, this is my 0.5, minus 0.5, right? The center point of minus 1 and 0 is minus 0.5, and minus 0.3 is somewhat over here, but since I need to plot minus 0.33, so I am just placing it a little on my left. So this is how you need to find out the exact position of minus 1 upon 3, that is equals to minus 0.333. This is approximate position of the number of the fraction that is given to me, minus 1 upon 3. Now the next value is 2.5. 2.5 is basically the middle value of 2 and 3, plus 2 and plus 3. It is going to be plotted in right hand side over here. It is the middle value of 2 and 3. I can simply plot over here. 2.5. Then I have 1.375. Let's find out where 1.3 is, right? It's a positive value. When I uh, move towards my right, after 1 I'm going to have 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, 1.4, 1.5. This is going to be the middle value. Middle value means 1.5, and I know that 1.3 is going to be somewhere over here. 1, 2, 3, right? And 1.37 is a little higher value than 1.3, right? 1.375 is a little higher value than 1.3. So it means it is going to be a slightly on the right, at a very short. I can easily plot it somewhere over here. This is your 1. The center value is 1.5, and I need to plot 1.375 somewhat over here. It's just an approximation. Just mark a line and place 1.375 over here. Why? Because 375 is closely equals to 1.4, right? So we need to place it slightly on my right hand side. Okay, so this is how you need to place 1.375 over here on your number line. Now let's have another number, that is, let me draw it more clearly so that it would be easier for you to read. Okay, now I have 1. 1 is very easy to place. You can easily see 1 on your number line. Just mark a line and place your 1 over here. Then you have minus 0.2. Okay, if I talk about minus 0.2, then it is going to be, it's a positive value, right? Positive value means that it is going to be minus 0.2 in, sorry, it's a negative value. It is going to be in between minus 1 and 0. And definitely this value is going to be more closer to 0. Why? Because we know that the center value is minus 0.5. After minus 0.5, you are going to have minus 0.4, then minus 0.3, then minus 0.2 somewhere over here. It is closer to 0. So if I, this is 0.3 minus 0.333, then this is going to be minus 0.2, right? Then you will have minus 0.1. So this is somewhere your minus 0.2 is going to be. Okay, after that I have minus 0.11. Sorry, it's not 0 point, it's a plus 0.11. So if I talk about 0 and 1, then definitely 0.11 is going to be over here just after 0. The first value is 0.1. So 0.111 is slightly to the right. It's a higher value than 0.1, right? 0.111 is a slightly higher value than 0.1, right? So it is slightly at the right of 0.1. Since it's a positive value and it is greater than 0.1, so it is slightly on the right. If I talk about, this is 0 and this is 0.1. So 0.111 is going to be a slightly right, at the slightly right, somewhat over here. Let me draw it clearly. This is your 0 and this is probably going to be your 0.11, right? This is how you can easily plot your numbers on the number line. Let me remove the unnecessary information, right? So this was the number line that you require in part A of question number 8, right? So, okay, one more thing is that you can write fractional value directly over here. Okay, that is 1 3/8 instead of the decimal value. You can directly write the fractional value. Okay, so thank you so much for watching this video. I hope this video is helpful to you. Stay tuned, stay connected, and see the other videos as well to complete this exercise. Okay, take care. Bye bye.